My name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about part 3, well actually 4, sorry, part 4 of Sweet Junior, actually. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you did, subscribe to my channel, if you did. So yeah. I will be back in a moment, so stay tuned. Hi. This is chapter 4. Actually, this is going to explore my 2-year-old years, I guess. Like I said, I was a very wild child, actually. And so everything that happened in my 2-year-old years happened throughout my childhood. So I'm just going to fast forward just a little tiny bit to when I was 3, because this is how my film career always began. So it was 1936, I believe. We're over there now. And my parents, who had business together at the time, was taking a business trip to Mexico. I, of course, wanted to go with them because I did not want my aunt to watch me anymore because she's an asshole. But that what you already know about. So anyway, I convinced them. I put on my best pouty face, and and I um and I convinced them to let me go to Mexico with them. And they did. They finally relented, and they said, "Okay, you can go. You can go." And it was an hour drive, actually. It was a long road trip. Because it was a early business. It was a small business, so um, they couldn't they couldn't get an airplane because, well, that didn't really, because airplanes was extremely expensive at the time, and you had to like go to you had to like be a billionaire to get like air tickets that were really expensive at the time. And so we opted to go into my parents' car, and drive the whole way. It was a great road trip, to be very honest with you. And I I was like very excited to go because I was like, wow, this is great. This is a great road trip. And you know, I went, I saw, I, we went and we saw everything. We ate lunch, we ate dinner, gas stations and all that. And, and then, and then, and then, someone who was very rich, um, insanely rich, who was actually my parents' friend, who asked them that who asked them that who who asked them that can we go, can you well actually she, oh yes, she convinced them to let them um bring us to the private jet, actually. She had a private jet, and and then I was like, oh, private, oh, cool. I was a kid, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to, I was a kid. So anyway, my parents was like, I was so excited, by the way. And so my parents was like, cool, no problem. Uh, and so, a 3-year-old, my parents and my parents' best friend, along with her husband, who was a pilot at the time, elected to fly us to Mexico. And we were like, cool. And then, and also, yeah, so we just left the, and by the way, we just left our car in the middle of the street, by the way. We left our car in the middle of the street, and I was like, oh no. But my parents was like, oh no, this is bad. But everybody, but she was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay. And then, so yeah. So we went to Mexico in their private jet, and my parents' best friend's private jet, and 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 so we went to Mexico. As we were there, as we were there, by the way, I have to tell you, coincidentally, um, my mm, Jamie, Jamie had a mansion with her husband, so that's why we were able to where we were able to stay. Jamie and her husband had a mansion there for years. They lived in Mexico for half of their trips. So they had a mansion in America and I had a mansion in Mexico. So I know it's really, really cute of me to say, but you know me. Anyway, so that's where we stayed. We stayed at the house at the mansion in Mexico. Anyway, we were like, I was playing around in the pool and have a good time. When when um when they made when they okay so this is going to sound very bad, but I was playing in a pool, right, and and Jamie's husband, who was a pilot, and also his friends allowed they took me to a to a funny little place. It was called a movie theater, and anyway, so they took me down. They took me to the car, and they drove me to the movie theater. Then while my parents and Jamie, his wife, um, decided that they were gonna take care of some business because excuse me, and so they took me down. So I couldn't be left alone because they were gonna be all day. So Patrick and, and his friends decided that they were going to take me to a movie theater, which I had no idea what that was. No one knew what that was except for the people who were on the inside and took trips to Mexico sometimes, like my parents. Anyway, so they were like, okay, you're gonna take us out to the movie theater. Well, that's why you take care of your business with my wife and everybody else. So they took me down, right? They sat me down on the chair, and we watched the movies, and we watched a movie. It was a Mexican silent film without no sound, by the way, because that wasn't wise to tell, what happened in America, you know. Anyway, so they sat me down, showed me the picture, and as I was watching it, I just felt so amazed, actually. I felt amazed, watching these people do these, actions, telling a story through images. I was like, wow. I was Now. By the way, I was 3 years old by this point. By this point, I was 3 years old. I had no idea what the hell was going on in that movie. And now I do. But back then, I had no clue. I had no idea at all. Period. I was like, whoa, this is wow, this is cool. I was 2 years old. So fast forward to so so after the movie ended, I was just amazed. I was like, and we went back to the mansion, and that always stuck with me ever since I was a 3 year old, and that's how I discovered films. And scene. Now, okay. That was part 4 of Sweet Junior. Um, the life story of Sweet Junior, Abigail Fullman. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. But until then, see you later and see you later.